America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. America, America.
I love this song. You know what I really love? When some big old fat gospel singer gets on the track and puts so much stank on it, Ike Turner in heaven would be smiling down. Oh wait, here comes my favorite part.
From sea to shining sea.
Beautiful, just beautiful. Did you know that phrase sea to shining sea was used to justify one of the biggest crimes in American history? And that's today's Mojo Fun Fact. From sea to shining sea refers to manifest destiny. In the 19th century, American settlers believed that they were God's new chosen people. Take that, Jews! They also believed that it was their destiny to have a country that stretched from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, and no punk-ass Indians or Mexicans were going to stand in their way. These settlers believed that God intended for them to have this land as represented by this picture of Columbia. And who's Columbia? That was America's first baby's mama, before they dumped her for the Statue of Liberty. It was these sort of beliefs that justified the Indian Removal Act of 1830, which called for the relocation of Native Americans living in the east of the Mississippi River to lands west of the Mississippi River. Even if the Indians didn't want to go, America had a simple policy for them. Fuck them. They're not really people anyway. They're savages, walking around butt-ass naked with feathers in their hair, shooting arrows, hooting and hollering, living in teepees. Savages, I tell you! Hey, any of you Indians cold? Because America's got warm blankets filled with smallpox for you. America did that. People like to make jokes about such things. But when you see it up close, you see it's no joking matter at all. It's still a good sandwich. The United States was just getting warmed up with the Indians. In 1844, newly elected President James Polk was a proud believer in manifest destiny. He had his sights set on expansion. But there was a problem. The land he wanted was owned by this whole other country called Mexico. That's what I'm talking about. For the homies. The little homies. But President Polk didn't let that stand in his way. He simply started a war under false pretenses with a poorer country who had up to this point been our ally, just to steal Mexican land.
Abraham Lincoln would call this war unconstitutional. Ulysses S. Grant would later call this one of the most unjust wars ever waged. And Thomas Jefferson was overheard saying, "What are we talking about here? Mexicans? Fuck them!"
Hey, that last one wasn't a real quote. Who wrote that? Thomas Jefferson was dead way before the U.S.-Mexican War. That's just terrible history, people. I guess it's just time for this. And then there's these people. Yeah, I'm sorry. And so it was to be that America's destiny was indeed to have a country that stretched from sea to shining sea. Invading Mexico and occupying Mexico City after installing a puppet government on February 2nd, 1848, America and the new Mexican president signed a peace treaty giving America 500,000 square miles of land that included California, Utah, New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona, Texas, and Colorado, which was more than half of Mexico's country. And what did Mexico get in return? $15 million and a promise that America would stop killing its civilians by cannon fire, randomly shot into the city by America's Navy. And that's today's Mojo Fun Fact.
From sea to shining sea.
Subscribe or the terrorists win.